morning everyone and welcome to Storytime at Home with Maribyrnong Libraries. I'm Christine. Let's read a great story today and we'll sing some songs as well. Let's start off with Tabanaba. You ready? Tabanaba naba nurem Tuki pena sire dinge nabawe Miko ke mi serere nabawe Tabanaba nurem. Very good. Tabanaba naba nurem Tuki pena sire dinge nabawe Miko ke mi serere nabawe Tabanaba nurem. Tabanaba naba nurem Tuki pena sire dinge nabawe Miko ke mi serere nabawe Tabanaba nurem. One more time. Tabanaba naba nurem Tuki pena sire dinge nabawe Miko ke mi serere nabawe Tabanaba nurem. Alright, today we're reading a lovely story about rain. So I think we'll do some rain rhymes first. Shall we do Incy Wincy Spider? You do that with me, you ready? Incy Wincy Spider climbed up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed poor Incy out. Out came the sunshine and dried up all the rain. So Incy Wincy Spider climbed up the spout again. Yay! And how about the rain is falling down? Shall we do that one? The rain is falling down, splash! The rain is falling down, splash! Pitter-patter, pitter-patter, rain is falling down, splash! And the sun is peeking out. You ready? The sun is peeking out, peekaboo! The sun is peeking out, peekaboo! Peeking here and peeking there, the sun is peeking out, peekaboo! Alright, today's story is a long one, so I'd like you to sit down and we'll read this one together. This one is called Home in the Rain and it's by Bob Graham and it's published by Walker Books and it's a lovely story. Shall we read it together? Let's go. Alright, we've got this first page here. Can you see all of that rain coming down? Oh, it's so heavy, isn't it? Have you ever been in the traffic in the city with lots and lots of rain pouring down? Look at that. Didn't it rain? It hit the highway, bucketing down on Francie and her mum and her baby sister on their way home from Grandma's. Look at it. It rained on endless lines of cars and buses, oil tankers and trucks. The windscreen wipers in despair. Swoosh, 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 swoosh. But the rain was going nowhere except down. Francie, mum and baby sister a long way from home. A big rig passed on a long haul trip, headed for heaven knows where. It rocked them in road spray and washed them up into the picnic area. Look at that, oh dear. It's a bit scary sometimes when those things happen, isn't it? Above the highway, it rained on the hill and a baby rabbit dived for cover. It rained on a field mouse, wet and confused in the blackberries. And lucky too, because 300 feet up, a kestrel had lost sight of its prey. Look at that. The rain actually saved that mouse's life. Look at that. It rained on the canal, turning the water white, and it rained on the fishermen, wet as the fish below. Young Marcus, water running down his neck, his fingers smelling of bait, wished he was somewhere else. Oh dear. While the water ran off the backs of the ducks. They loved the rain. The rain soaked two men on the Western Highway interchange. They argued while steam rose from their hot engines. Oh dear. Can you see all of that traffic there stuck in the rain? Look at these guys there. They're having a bit of an argument. And not looking where it was going, the countryside ran straight into the edge of the highway, bringing with it the faint smell of farmyards. Francie, mum and baby sister, such a long way from home. Inside Francie's car, the fog moved in. She wrote her name in her breath on the side window. Have you ever done that? Look at that. She's got Francie there. She wrote her mum's name with her fingers squeaking on the glass. And then her dad's name. Her dad working far out to sea, gone 3 weeks now. She wrote it clear across the front window. Look at that. Daddy. My little sister. What will her name be, Mummy? Well, she's not quite with us yet, said Mum. But when will she have a name, Mummy? Said Francie. Soon, said Mum. Sometime soon. Francie saw a whole back window just waiting for a name. A window just waiting for Francie's wet finger. Could it be Alice, maybe? Or Isabel? Emma? Or Zoe? Well, they're nice, Francie, said Mum, but there's a name somewhere out there that will fit her just right. They ate the picnic Grandma had packed, plum jam sandwiches and hard-boiled eggs with a little sprinkle of salt. They shared the 2 stale toffees found under old parking tickets in the door. Ugh. When is Daddy coming home? Said Francie. Soon, replied Mum. Sometime soon. Like the new baby then, said Francie, and felt a small movement against her ear. Well, yes, said Mum, brushing crumbs from her knees. Like the new baby. Then the radio played. This is 3LFM, your spot on the radio. It's wet on the road, so take care, folks. It sure is wet, look at it. Francie and her mum and her baby sister pulled back out into the traffic. Far off down the road they found a service station. Hail hit the roof and oil on the puddles made rainbows around Francie's toes. Oh, look at that. That's fun. What was about to happen would not be noticed by anyone. Not by Sam Miller feeding his dog fried chicken legs. Not by Kate Calder losing her sour fruity fizzies from a hole in her pocket. Not even by a seagull who was eating them. What's going to happen? Perhaps it was something unremarkable, not to be seen by strangers passing in the rain, for it was just a mum lost in her thought and a small girl dancing. Francie, come here, said Mum. Grace, your new sister. We'll call her Grace. That's a great name. And Mum hugged Francie as best as she could with Francie's little sister Grace in between. The 3 of them. They staggered and toppled a bit, did a slow and awkward little dance of their own, until Francie's feet found the ground again. Francie had a feeling. Francie knew that right here, with the smell of petrol, her feet all wet on this driveway in the rain, that she would remember that moment forever. Wait until Daddy hears, said Francie. Daddy will love that, replied Mum. And way back down the highway, Francie's grandma sipped tea, rabbits and field mice were deep in their burrows. Young Marcus headed home for a hot bath, and somewhere Kestrel chicks went without dinner. Then the sun covered the countryside, far off and away from Grandma's place to home, and out across the sea. Their little car, now full of courage, bumped off down the road. The windows rolled down and wind rushed through. One window was still fogged up. It had Francie's fading breath and Grace still faintly showing. Look at that. The end. And there's Daddy. He's come home too. Isn't that great? Did you like that story? Well, thank you for being with us today. That was a fun story, wasn't it? I wonder if you're going to go out in the rain today. Is it raining at your place today? It's not raining at my place today, but maybe it will later. All right, let's say our goodbyes and we'll see you next time. See you later, alligator, in a while, crocodile. Give a hug, ladybug, blow a kiss, jellyfish. See you soon, big baboon, out the door, dinosaur, rah! Take care, koala bear, wave goodbye, butterfly. See you next time, bye.